bum nuts, cackleberries, googies and googs. They're all different names that we give to chicken eggs here in Australia. And chicken eggs, just like everything else here at the moment, the price has gone through the roof. So we've decided, well, let's run some chickens again. We've actually had chickens before a couple of years ago, and we would lock them out the back, open up in the morning, let them basically have free run of the farm. And that was good for the chickens, but bad for my lawn and bad for my gardens. They'd put mulch everywhere, looking for the grubs, looking for a bit of tucker. So we ended up moving them on, mainly because I just didn't like what they were doing to the place, and eggs weren't that expensive. But now, eggs are horrendously expensive, so we've decided to get chickens again.
Our priority when deciding on the location and design of the chicken coop was that they needed to have lots of room, a really good run, and protection from the elements, good shelter and some sprinklers on those really hot summer days. Our next priority was to keep them out of our gardens and around the house area. We don't want them making a mess everywhere or getting into the veggie patch. And our final priority was safety, making sure that they're safe from foxes and feral dogs. That's the main predator of chickens in our area. Next to the shed is this big lovely treed area full of lovely shady trees for the summer and already fenced off to keep the goats out. That was to stop them from ring barking the trees. So we added a layer of chicken mesh to the existing fence, which is designed to keep the chickens in, and they've got this wonderful treed run which actually already has sprinklers in it for those hot summer days to keep our chooks cool.
So this barn here, or the shed, it's kind of not used for the goats. It's too tall or too short for the horses, so that's why we've used half of it for this chicken coop here. It's metal uprights, or the poles if you like, are metal, they're steel, so I've welded on some more steel supports to go across this way. There's some pretty heavy duty mesh that's along the bottom there. It's about 2 mil thick is the wire. It's pretty hardcore. No animal is going to get through that easily. And above that is the chicken wire. Down this side here is this panel, and this panel was actually a panel for cattle in a previous role that I had, and the cattle really knocked this about way too much. It's unusable for cattle anymore. It was almost bent at 90 degrees. I've fixed it up now. It's not remotely strong for bigger animals, but for chickens it's going to be just fine. The best part about it though is this door. It was a door for me to get in and out with the cattle. Now it's a door to get in and out from the chooks. Not bad, eh? We've only got these in here just today. There's already a cackleberry here. First egg on the farm. The wire that's along the ground here, you may be able to see it there. That's just chicken wire as well. We've attached it to the vertical side here and let chicken wire come out here horizontally. And it comes out about 100 centimetres, about a metre. And what this is for is to stop foxes digging to try and get under this fence here to get to the chickens at night. And what this does to foxes' claws or wild dog claws is they'll dig at it, it'll pull on the claw, it'll be really uncomfortable and they won't bother these animals. It's too much of a pain to get to some tucker, so they'll nick off and bother someone else. So they're out there during the day, and this isn't there, the horizontal stuff isn't out in the chicken run during the day. It's because we rarely see foxes around this sort of area during the day, because we've got the dogs and the dogs keep them away. But when the dogs are locked away at night, well, the foxes come in and start running some havoc. So this will protect the chickens in there. There's a gap here, but they won't get out here, and nothing will get in here. We don't have flying predators here that are going after chickens.
For chooks, you need nesting boxes, and we picked up a great tip that old push mower grass catchers make an excellent nesting box for chooks. So we've picked up 3 from a scrapyard, and we think they're going to do a great job. For water for the chooks, we picked up some nipple drinkers and attached them to an old 20-litre drum that we weren't using. And apparently the chooks can work that out pretty quickly on their own. I think we've got some smart ones.
This is how the chickens will get from in the roost here, or the pen, out to the chicken run, out to where all those trees were, through this door here. This here is recycled as well. This plywood here is actually leftovers from when we fixed up Sarah's horse float. They got a bit rotted out and we've replaced the wood. This is leftover scrap wood from that. This here, this is what I'm using to lock the door. It's an old broomstick, a bit of an old broomstick. Again, more plywood. We'll lift that up and we'll go straight in there. Chickens will have run in and out all day. At night time, they'll come back in here to roost. We'll close this down every night. Lock that there so no foxes can get in there and push it up and get into here. Overall, I think it's a pretty bloody good job. We'll see how these girls like it. We only came here today. We'll see, probably tomorrow we might let them out there, maybe the next day. We'll just see how they seem to do pretty well at home. They're bloody good temperament on these ones. So we got these just today. These are Isa brown chooks, and like, how well temperament is that animal? That's just crazy good for an animal that we just got today. So we've clipped their wings. When you clip their wings, you're basically getting rid of their flight feathers. That's so they don't go through the gap up the top here or over the fence out the side. All you're doing there is just taking the flight feathers off. It doesn't hurt them. It's just like doing a haircut, getting them a haircut. It's just keratin, it's like your fingernails, like your hair. Just cutting it off so they haven't got flight. You can get away with doing just one side, and it off balances them enough that they won't be able to fly straight away. But because we've got so much out there that they can get over, I've lopped off both sides and they won't be able to get out. The thing to remember about that though is when you're doing the trimming of the wings, you want to do it every year because they grow back. So every year you need to do it. So Sarah is incredibly organised, much more than I am. She'll put it in her diary for 12 months time. We'll go out, do their wings again, probably 11 months time just to be safe. And it's good to go. What do you reckon? We haven't named these suckers yet. And if it's left up to me, they'll be called schnitzel, nugget, roast, all that sort of stuff. What do you reckon? You don't want to be called that, do you? You got any ideas? Let me know. Put something in the comments down below and let me know if you want to call these things something. And we'll call them that. There you go, girl. When you purchase chickens, we got these from a reputable dealer, breeder I should say, and that's pretty much what you want to do as well. Find somewhere local that breeds these animals and looks after their animals. Have a look at the animals that they have already, and if the birds look good that they're keeping, well, chances are they're a good breeder. These all came vaccinated, they all came wormed, so we know that what we're getting here are good healthy animals, and you can't argue that these things do not look healthy. These are really healthy looking birds. We were thinking about calling this something. There is a television show, it's all about women's prison, not Orange is the New Black. This is an Australian show called Wentworth. Really good show, pretty violent, but it's a good show. And when we sit there over at our dinner table over here, we can look out straight through the window and see this. That was one of the other reasons that we put it here, because at night time when we're sitting down to have dinner, see chickens out there, you go, well, we didn't lock them away, we better go and lock them away. So it's more of a security thing. So we're thinking we might even call this Wentworth. That's it for today's video. One bum nut straight away, straight off the bat. Didn't put it in the bloody nesting box, but hey, you'll get that on the big jobs. 5 chickens, 4 of them aren't pulling their weight. We'll see what tomorrow brings. If you guys have got any ideas about what to do with eggs on your place, let me know. I'm always after good recipes and stuff to use from these things. That's it for today, guys. We'll catch you later.